Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today, playing Monster Train. Now this time on Monster Train, for one, we're going all the way back up to my highest unlocked Covenant rank 23. We've never fought on this one before. Heavy enemies have increased health. This time we're going to be playing with the Umbra and the Melting. Now this clan combination is pretty special for a couple reasons. One, the Umbra has never won with this clan combination, but has won with every other one. So if I win today, the Umbra will have won with every single clan combination with it as the primary or the secondary, which would be huge. Also, we have tried this twice before. This specific clan combination twice before, and died in the last Divinity fight both times. So we've gotten very close. Hopefully we will be able to close it out this time. Last time that we played with the Umbra Melting, we played with the primary as our Umbra, so we'll be playing as the Exiled champion for the Umbra. And last time we played as the Exiled champion for the Umbra, we played with the Exiled champion of the Melting. So to keep things always new, we're going to do Exiled Umbra, Primary Melting. That gives us Plink and Dreg, as well as the Primordium, which is a pretty weird one, to be honest. Let's get started. Perils of Production. I do like Perils of Production. It can be quite good. You really just want to put it on a morsel unit that's about to die. We also have Cannibalize, which gives us a pretty consistent source of morsel units. As long as we have one, we can produce many more. And then Hallowed Drippings, which is interesting, doesn't really go with the other two very well. It's interesting, I guess. So, Seraph the Diligent. Unfortunately, we're fighting against Seraph the Diligent. I mean, in some ways, this allows me to get vengeance on Seraph the Diligent very quickly, as long as we can. Draining Emblem. The first spell card played each card gets Consume. However, the other two effects of Seraph the Diligent are really important, which aren't shown here. He adds 3 Vengeful Shards to your deck, which is real bad. And he's got Stealth for the first part of the battle, so you can't have your units interact directly with him almost until you enter the Relentless phase. So Seraph the Diligent is quite a problem. Have to figure out what you do against Seraph the Diligent, really. So I will be thinking about that, hopefully throughout the run. Fell the Wings of Light. The Wrath Crest. This is also the same as we fought in our previous run. I find this one to not be too bad. And Talos the Architect, the Soul Sucker. Friendly units enter with Sap 1. Talos attacks every turn and applies Dazed on Strike. I think this is the most painful of the possible Talos effects, the Soul Sucker. So we'll have to deal with that too. This is looking like it will be a hard one. Let's go. I think that I want to do the champion upgrade first. So upgrade the champion, the Stalwart Snack, or the Superfood. So the Stalwart Snack makes it so that we can eat the Primordium many times. That's fine. However, Superfood adds health. I think adding a bunch of health can be very important. So I'm going to go for Superfood. And especially since we're playing as the Melting, it's very possible for me to get back my champion if we reform the champion somehow. So that could be quite good. Memorial Fund. Gained 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. Ooh. I don't think I've ever played with that one before, and it sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Should I take Fade's First Blade instead? Friendly units get Rage 3 when they burn out a little bit. Hallowed Drippings makes that a better choice, but man, Memorial Fund, especially, it's Especially with the two clans that we're playing as, this seems amazing. Let's take it. Alright. Look at our deck before we move on. Primordium with dregs. You know, we really need a unit. The Primordium desperately needs you to find a new unit so that he can apply his effects to one of these that are not dregs or train stewards. The Plinks, plus the Perils of Production, plus the Cannibalize are all very nice together. We just need to have... We really want a more consistent way to get morsels than the Plinks, though. Because the Plinks are not very consistent. Alright, let's start the first battle. Aggressive Amulet, exactly what I wanted to see. The other option here that I would not want to have seen was the armor. So let's turn on Aggressive Amulet. I'm happy to see that one, happy to turn it on. Let's go. We got a Plink. The Plink probably kills this one. Let's start there. Wonderful. We got a Morsel Jeweler. Morsel Jeweler's not too bad to see. We probably want to add the Train Steward in front with the Primordium behind. And a Morsel Jeweler behind. We probably want that. The real question is whether we want to do that at the bottom. Which... I don't know. It might be better to do that at the top, so that we've got time to prepare for this one to get up there. I like that. I have a new appreciation for putting things at the top after several runs where I haven't done that. Great, so we're going to get you to have a lot of health, and damage shield for that matter. Okay, and then we've got a Dreg, which dies immediately to you. And we could put Hollow Drippings on it. You know, fine. Oh, Hollow Drippings is a different one than I thought it was. Right. Okay, well, fine. You know, I don't really care about Hollow Drippings this time, so we'll use it once so that we don't draw it again. So I really want to play the Plink in the center because the Collector is there. I think I am, because I really want the Collector. The money from the Collector. Great. Rebel Morsel. The Eater gains 1 Ember next turn and some attack. You having attack is very important to me. Let's put that there. You get the Ember Drain, which is good. I do want to have units die. That's one of the things that we do actually want to happen. Let's put a Dreg here. And a Train Steward. Do I want the Train Steward in the back because I actually want the Dregs to die? Yeah, sure. Let's put the Train Steward in the back. And then get rid of the Hallowed Drippings because we don't actually want them in this fight. Alright, we got 2 Plinks. I expected us to get Plinks this time, because we have only gotten 1 the previous 2 times. You are dying, that's great. You're taking off the damage shield. That's unfortunate, but you know, who cares? A Rebel Morsel. One of the things that we could do with this Rebel Morsel is instead of having it get eaten, we could have it die by putting it in front. That would also give us some gold from the Memorial Fund. Kind of like that. Let's do that. Put the Rebel Morsel in front this time. Have it die. Let's also apply Rage to it. Why not? And then Plink here so that we kill that one. Hopefully we did not. We did not kill that one both times. And we can't really place a Train Steward anywhere but the bottom. Let's place it at the bottom. The fact that you've got 42 health still is kind of a problem, and the fact that our Plinks just have not hit that Discipled Foot Soldier is also kind of a problem. Yeah, you're the biggest problem though. You have a lot of health, and because this one didn't die, you're not taking any damage this turn. That's unfortunate. We also have not gotten a magma morsel yet, so our top unit hasn't really gotten a whole lot of attack. We do want to play the Plink up here, because as much as we want that one to die, we really want that one to die. So let's play the Plink up here. Oh, it still didn't die. We've gotten very unlucky with the Plinks. Okay, well we can cannibalize anybody, including that train steward or one of these dregs. Let's play a dreg and cannibalize it. Put the dreg up here so that it gets the Ember Drain, then we can cannibalize it. Man, I really hate that you survived 3 Plinks, because that means you're going to hit the Pyre. 9 damage against the Pyre because we've gotten very unlucky with the Plinks. I'm thinking about putting some magma morsels up here, because we really want this one to have a lot more attack by the time Chains the Sighted gets to it. So yeah, some magma morsels. Also, the magma morsels deal some damage, which is nice too. And then a morsel excavator means that you will heal up this turn as well as gain some more attack. So let's do that. We're taking 15 damage against the Pyre. I really don't like that, but no way to stop it, so just deal with it. Next, I think we put the Dreg and the Train Steward at the bottom. We want one of the Train Stewards to be in front so that it takes that hit and that hit. When do we get the Weight of Contrition? Resolve. So it happens at the end no matter what. Okay. I should have put the Dreg in the back, now that I think about it. Should have. Alright, we got 15 damage. Don't like the 15 damage. Also don't like the Weight of Contrition. Or the fact that we got 2 Perils of Productions. That's not helpful. We can play a Dreg. Playing the Dreg means that it will die. And we'll get 5 gold from it. But we really need a Plink. I mean, we've got a ton of Plinks in our deck. But we really need a Plink to kill that Discipled Foot Soldier for us to do well. So, let's draw a couple Plinks. We drew a couple Plinks. Let's play a Plink. Great. Now we're already winning, and since we're already winning, what I really want to do here is kill as many units as possible. That happens if we... Ooh, but I don't want to take the 3 damage. I don't want to take 3 damage for 5 gold. Yeah, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to play a Magma Morsel. We're going to cannibalize the Magma Morsel. Then we play the Weight of Contrition so we don't take that damage. We actually wanted you to kill these. You're only going to be able to kill one of them, because you eat the other 2, don't you? Okay, well you kill one, and we get 5 gold from that. So the 15 damage was unfortunate. 9 of that was from a unit that just never got hit by Plinks. I got very unlucky not hitting that unit. The other 6 was kind of expected. We got a bunch of gold that time though, especially due to Memorial Fund. So making of a morsel is a consistent source of a morsel. I said I wanted a consistent source of a morsel. Immortal Trade is also very good. Prismal Dust is also very good. Prismal Dust is especially good because we have 2 Perils of Production in our deck, and that could make a very large Prismal Dust. I think I want the Prismal Dust more than making of a morsel. Unfortunately, I think this is true. Dripfall is not bad. Entombed Explosive is not bad. The problem with Entombed Explosive is that we don't currently have a way to mold it. And if we had a way to mold something, we might want to use it on Primordium anyway. That's the main problem with Entombed Explosive. Otherwise, it's quite nice. It gives us 5 gold every time it dies. And doing 50 damage is quite nice. We need something to do damage. The Draft might actually be quite good. Ooh, the Draft. Because we have Hallowed Drippings, the Draft might not have Burnout 1. Let's take it. And then Morsel Maker is a consistent source of morsels. Also the Crucible Warden, every time he gorges, gains Damage Shield 1, which is huge. Could be huge. That could basically solve our problem with bosses. But do we take the Morsel Maker because a consistent source of morsels is really what we need? I think we do. Consistent source of morsels. Okay. I really want to go to the left because upgrading a plink is really nice. Makes the plinks a lot better if you upgrade them. I also really want to go to the right, is the thing. I don't much care for the unit banner right now, but I do really like upgrading these units some. Do really like upgrading the units. So I like both options. I think I'm going to go left this time, but let's look forward a bit. Ooh, choice of an artifact or Merchant of Steel. We're probably going to go Merchant of Steel next time, because an artifact and a unit, as nice as that is, Merchant of Steel might be very important. And we already have a reason to go to the Pyre Remains. I mean, you always do because you start damaged. But I think I'm going to go Merchant of Steel next time, so let's go Merchant of Magic this time. Get our money. And Eternal Stone works on Prismal Dust. That could be amazing. Let's think about other things too. Power Stone, I said I wanted to upgrade a plink. Let's upgrade a plink. Upgrade a plink right now. I think I do want the Eternal Stone. Eternal Stone on Prismal Dust. And we probably want the Ember Stone on that same Prismal Dust. Yes. So the Prismal Dust will stay around, which means we can feel free to use it anytime it shows up. Purging a card or re-rolling. We're definitely going to purge. Let's purge a Train Steward. And then hold on to our money. We've got 75. That's what we got out of the Forgotten Boons. Let's go into the next battle. Mark of Invasion. With the plinks, that should be okay. With the Conduit Redirector, that doesn't really affect the Mark of Invasion. With the plinks, that should be okay. However, we're not guaranteed to get our plinks. I still want to turn it on. Let's turn it on. At the worst, we'll take the damage. It's a fair amount of damage, but that's the worst, is we take the damage. So we've got a plink. It's an upgraded plink, which I would really like to play at the bottom, but we've got to play our upgraded plink at the top. Let's be honest. So, upgraded plink at the top. Kill 2 of those. Then we're going to play something that we don't mind having Ember Drain at the top, like this Rubble Morsel. And then we're going to play the Morsel Maker. The Morsel Maker is going to be in the back. So it's going to put morsels in front of it. I think I'll also put the Primordium even further back, actually. So the Morsel Maker is going to get very big and strong, by the way. That's the idea here. We can also do Perils of Production on you so that we can play the Train Steward. Do we want to play the Train Steward? I mean, having our units die is actually very helpful for us. So I do not mind. We could put it at the bottom, and it would die when it attacks. Interesting. You know, let's put it at the bottom. It dies, but it does 5 damage. And then you don't die, so you'll be there for next turn. Alright, the top is very good. I would love to kill a lot more things at the top, though, which hopefully this plink will help. There we go. We're killing all of the things at the top. Exactly what I wanted to see. Next, we can cannibalize something. I probably want to cannibalize one of the rubble morsels. Where do we put the dreg, if anywhere? I guess we could put the dreg at the bottom, and it would deal 9 damage to that. Sure. Drag at the bottom. Let's cannibalize you. Cannibalize also gives us some gold. Let's put a rubble morsel in front. So the rubble morsel takes 2 damage. Maybe we should put an Umbra morsel actually in front. That's what we should do. Because then nobody dies, which means that dreg can actually get big and strong with a morsel miner and an Umbra morsel. Or do we play the rubble morsel? I think we play the rubble morsel because I have a feeling, and you know, there's no reason for me to have this feeling, but I feel that the Prismal Dust is going to come next turn. Let's see if I'm right. Also, extra Umbra morsel, let's let it die, just give us the 5 gold. So everything dies at the top. This next turn is a crucial turn. Because there's a fair number of things that we don't want to make it all the way up. Let's play a plink. Oh, perfect plink action. That was the perfect thing a plink could do. Let's see if this one's as good too. That one wasn't as good, but it's still pretty good. Next, we want to deal you damage. We want you to not die because we made you big and strong, so let's add 5 burnout to you. Should we play this drag first? Sure. I'm thinking about putting the Train Steward in the center, which would deal 5 damage to you, which means instead of gaining 5, you stay the same. Can you kill it? I don't actually know if you kill that one. We don't exactly have much damage spells, aside from the plinks, which are questionably okay as damage spells right now. Still, what else am I going to do with this Train Steward? I could put it at the bottom. That's the other thing I could do. Let's put the Train Steward at the bottom. And then we want the Train Steward to have a damage shield. And then the Rubble Morsels, one of them will die and give us 5 gold. Alright, we do have space at the top, which is kind of perfect, because our giraffe... Ooh, the giraffe did not come with the Hello Drippings. Right. Maybe we put the giraffe down here, at the bottom. We have the Prismal Dust, which could apply damage shield to our Train Steward, which would allow you to deal more damage. And we could put a drag out here too. If we put the drag, we should probably put it right behind the Train Steward. I think that's... If we put it in front of the Train Steward, the problem is the 6 damage... Oh, the 6 damage hits that. No, if we put the drag in front, the 6 damage kills the drag, the 1 damage takes out the damage shield. Which is not as nice, but I still think we put the drag in front. Now, we're only killing that one. I feel like we could do more down here. And I feel like doing more is playing Prismal Dust. It's better than the other cards, right? And should we apply Prismal Dust to this drag? I don't know. Prismal Dust to the Dreg or the Train Steward? I think the Train Steward. We're only dealing 5 damage. Oh, the sweep. I forget about the sweep. The sweep is real bad. But I don't think we lose at the top. That was annoying that those two got up there, but we kind of knew that was going to happen. So we've got a Plink. Let's do the Plink first. Great, that gave us what we wanted. We can play a Dreg and a Morsel at the top. We have Perils of Production. We have the Hallowed Drippings. If we play a Morsel at the top, we should play the Morsel first. Because it gets damaged, or it gets the Ember Drain. And then we can put more Ember Drain on it. It's still going to die, so it doesn't matter. Then we can play the Drag behind. We can play Hallowed Drippings. The Drag is just going to get swept away by High Priest of the Light, granted. And then let's apply Damage Shield 5 to you. Alright. And we're gaining gold. Every time you kill one of my Morsel units, we gain gold, and that makes me feel good. So Cannibalize is actually quite nice because we kill a Morsel. Both Morsels are going to die immediately, so it doesn't matter if we kill one. And then we get more Morsels, which means we can play 2 more Morsels, and those 2 will die as well immediately, giving us more gold. Alright. I have tried to maximize the gold that we get from our units dying, and it's been kind of nice. We took 2 damage, and we got a bunch of gold. There's the making of a Morsel again. There's Umbra Assault. I feel like Umbra Assault is not as good when you've got Plinks. Even though it's targeted damage and the Slay gives you 2, and the Morsels are better because they're uncommon or rare. I mean, it's definitely better than Plink. Let's be honest. It's better than Plink. It's a lot better than Plink, actually. Do we take Making of a Morsel instead because that gives you a Morsel Minor, which is the best of the Morsels? I think we take Umbra Assault. Oh, and Wicklash. Wicklash is exactly what we wanted. No. That's not exactly what we wanted. It's good. Granted. Wicklash works really well on Draft. Sure. We said we were going to go left. I still agree with myself. Let's go left. Let's look at the Merchant of Steel. We see Immortal Stone, upgrade a unit with Endless. Now that is interesting. What would we put that on? We could put that on the Draft. I'm very interested in Immortal Stone. We don't have something that I particularly want to add Endless to right now, but I'm interested in it. Twin Stone. I usually like Twin Stone on Cannibalize, but only if we have the space to put everything, which is kind of a problem. We could Twin Stone Perils of Production. Get tons and tons of Ember. That seems amazing if we have a way to spend the Ember. Amazing if we have a way to spend the Ember. And if we don't, then it's pointless. Let's go to the Concealed Caverns and see what we get. Oh, I'm very happy to spend something. 25 coins. We do have a fair number of coins. I also don't mind losing some Pyre health. Let's lose Pyre health first. Okay. I'm willing to spend 5 more Pyre health, and then I probably stop on Pyre health. Alright. This next one we're going to spend the money. What? We didn't get it? Alright, we'll spend another 25, 75% chance to gain an artifact. Hey, Light's Gift. That's not a bad one either. Alright. We've deemed you worthy. I mean, I gave you a lot of stuff, so I hope I seem worthy to you. Okay. Gain 20 pyre health. We still have a lot of gold, even though we spent 50. I'm really interested in that twin stone. I'm interested in this immortal stone, but what do we do with it? It's kind of pointless on Morsel Maker. If Morsel Maker dies, then you're in a bad situation. And Immortal Stone does not get you out of it. The Immortal Stone on the draft is not terrible, but it's just not that interesting. I think we don't take Immortal Stone because we don't have a unit to put it on, which makes me sad. But we don't have it. Heartstone. Probably on draft, so draft can survive a hit or two. Battlestone, we could put that on Morsel Maker. I kind of want a Wickstone on draft, so I'm kind of holding out a little bit for a Wickstone. And then do we reroll? I think we do. A Speedstone. Speedstone is not bad on the draft. It's not. Is it the best on draft? Not necessarily. Man, I'm kind of sad about not having units that these stones really work well in. Do we get a Strength Stone for the draft instead? I think we do. Strength Stone the draft. We didn't find a Wickstone. The Heartstone could go on Morsel Maker. Kind of unnecessary. I'm gonna call that unnecessary. That reroll was not great. Do we play the Heartstone on something else? We don't really have much else. Let's put it on Morsel Maker. Okay, well, now let's purge a card. And we're going to purge another Trade Steward. I think I will do this Twin Stone on a Perils of Production, because the spell chain on Perils of Production can give you a ton of Ember on one turn. We just have to have ways to really use that Ember, which we will eventually. But now that we have it, we are very much looking for them. Alright, Soul Sucker can be quite bad. This is probably the battle that I'm most worried about so far, aside from Seraph the Diligent, which is at the end. You push units to the back, is that right? No, you just apply Dazed. You don't necessarily push them to the back. So you know what? The Morsel Maker kind of makes it so that that doesn't have much effect. How about that? So Morsel Maker, put the Primordium behind you. I should have played Plink first, just thought of that. Which Plink do we play first? Oh, we only get to play one. Well, we play the better one. Well, let's add a couple morsels. Should have done the morsels first so that we've got the Ember Drain on the morsels, though. We could play the Dreg just to have it die. I'm not winning with Dregs, so let's have them die. Get them out of the deck. So we could have a ton of Ember this turn, and that does nothing for me. The draft would die very quickly. We don't have any way to get our burnout units back, so we're not playing that. In other words, this is a terrible turn. Let's get rid of 2 Dregs. And then stop there. Okay. That was a pretty sad turn, honestly. Alright, this turn. We got a Plink, we got Hallowed Drippings at very much the wrong time. The Plink we certainly want to do here. Oh, it hit both of those. That's quite excellent. If we had more space at the top, we could add more morsels at the top, but obviously we don't have that. I think what we do is we slightly build up the center with a Train Steward and 2 morsels. We really need to be able to do enough damage at the top, which we kind of don't do enough damage at the top yet. Like, we kill this one, but there's 2 of those. The Ant Umbra morsel, or the Ant Umbra assault, I mean. Perfect. Let's do that. We could play the Ant Umbra morsel in front. It would take all 3 of the hits. That seems quite good. Let's play a Plink first, because we do want the morsels, right? I don't know if we do want the morsels. Maybe we just want more Prismal Dust. I don't know. Do we want morsels or Prismal Dust? Let's get more morsels. It gives me choices. The choices are bad. Alright, Ant Umbra morsel goes in front, takes the damage. The Morsel Excavator goes here so that we do a little bit more and the Train Steward gets a little bit stronger. You're getting to the top with apparently no damage on you. Don't really like that at all. We can fit 2 more morsels up here. I had forgotten that we could fit more morsels up there. Next, Prismal Dust. How much do we want that on Morsel Maker? Because Morsel Maker is how we win in the end. I think we want that on Morsel Maker. That basically ensures that we beat the boss. The main problem is this one. This one is going to deal damage to the Pyre. It's not going to do a lot of damage though, I guess. It's going to do 6 damage as it currently stands. Let's see if we can change that, but I kind of doubt we can. Yeah, there's nothing here that says we're going to change that. We could make it less if we play a Dreg behind with a Wicklash on it. That's something. Let's play the Plink first. Plink first. Maybe should have played it there. Maybe should have played it there. Oh well. The Rubble Morsel we're happy to sacrifice. Ooh, we should play it at the top so it gets the Ember Drain. Alright, sacrifice you. So I think we want the Dreg, because we don't have our better one, the Draft unit. Put the Dreg behind. Yes, put the Dreg behind, put Wicklash on it. So what that does is it does 17 damage to this, which means we kill this in 2 hits with the Pyre instead of 3. That was the whole point of doing that. Next, a Morsel Miner fits up here quite nicely. A couple Ant Umbra morsels fit right there. And the other Dreg can go die at the bottom. Alright, so 4 damage to the Pyre. It's sad, but it's not that bad. We finally got the Draft with Hallowed Drippings. That's something. Ant Umbra Assault can't really give us anything unless we kill our own Morsel unit, or this one, actually. Forgot about that one being there. Let's kill that one. So what we want to do is we want to add the Draft at the bottom. Let's start there, then we'll think about more things. We are going to do Hallowed Drippings to apply more burnout to you. We want What do we care about? I guess we don't care about the Ant Umbra morsel particularly. Let's play it up here. Perils of Production on it. Actually, Perils of Production works really well on the draft because we're not going to get the Ember Drain. So let's cannibalize this one though. Okay, a couple Magma Morsels behind up here seems pretty decent. You do not add Dazed anymore. If you did, it would be awful. So yeah, let's do Magma Morsel. Magma Morsel. Let's put Perils of Production on you so that you do more damage. Let's do the other two morsels down here. Sure. All the morsels at the bottom. Do 371 damage to the boss. It's pretty good, and the only reason we're not doing more is because you burn out. Okay, we're handily winning this one, but we did take 4 damage. We got a bunch of planks. What do you do with a bunch of planks? Nothing. Alright, plink, 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 and then you get some rage. And some more rage. We are doing 75 damage to the boss, granted. And then we win at the top quite easily. So we are winning at the top. Can we do anything else? So the fact that you're burning out is nice. You're dazed, so we can't really add more things and have you kill them, can we? I mean, we can add a train steward, we can't because it doesn't fit. Okay, there's actually nothing to do. We want him to burn out because we want to gain the gold from him burning out. So increasing our units is not great. We want that gold. More damage taken. Lots of gold earned. Shroud Spike is another X-Cost card. With how much Ember we can produce, that seems excellent. We certainly want that. It'd be nice if it did not consume. I don't think I want the Shadow Eater, but it does have 50 health. I'm reconsidering. If we take the Shadow Eater, the nice thing about Shadow Eater is that putting a draft behind it is really nice. As long as that draft has more burnout, as it were. Okay, I'm taking the Shadow Eater. And then, do we want Light of Seraph in this one? Herzl's Compound is always good. Light of Seraph allows us to play more morsels on the same floors. We do produce a lot of morsels. We can produce a lot of morsels, I should say. Let's take Light of Seraph. Let's go lots of morsels. Ooh, what is this? Right, okay. So the real question is, do we take this? I mean, we always click Embrace That Power, because there's no reason to ever click Leave. But the real question is, how much do we care about having an artifact for one battle versus just having 25 more gold? I think we'd rather have 25 more gold, which is a frequent thing with this particular event. It's the reason I kind of don't like this event, is because the skip button seems to be the best option a lot of the time. But when you're wrong, and maybe you should have taken it. So on the right, we can remove 2 cards. That seems very valuable to me. Yep, let's go to the right. Let's do the champion upgrade first. I am really thinking about Superfood. Superfood adds damage shield. Ooh. So that's nice. The reason that's nice is We usually have it up there with our morsel maker. The morsels that get put out in front of the morsel maker are the ones that get hit all the time. So damage shield on morsel maker kind of stays until the boss. I like it. Let's take another superfood. Peek in the Divine Temple. We see a value stone. The value stone could go on Shroud Spike. You know, it's kind of interesting, actually. Kind of interesting, actually. Seek Stone. What do we care about the Seek Stone on? Nothing, I think. Yeah, I don't think we care about Seek Stone on anything, so we're not going to take that. But we might take the Value Stone. Peek in the Merchant of Magic. Eternal Stone can be put on Shroud Spike. Alright. I like it. I like that a lot. Let's do it. Eternal Stone on Shroud Spike. And then we also put the Value Stone on Shroud Spike. Okay. So we've got two very good X cost spells in our deck. The main problem, again, is Seraph the Diligent. Because we consume the spells, which means we don't really want to consume those X cost spells. Umbra unit, I don't think this is the time for Alloyed Construct. Not unless we want the unit essence. That makes it inert, you know? I don't know if we want that. It's interesting to me because if we sacrifice that to the morsel maker, the morsel maker would generate its own fuel. What if we sacrifice the Alloyed Construct to our morsel maker? It would give it multi-strike 1. That's it? It's just multi-strike 1. I think we do it. Let's do that immediately, though. Sacrifice that Alloyed Construct. Put it on Morsel Maker. Alright, Morsel Maker, you gain your own fuel. The inert, by the way, I'm pretty sure inert... And now I feel like I should have looked at inert before I did this, but I'm pretty sure inert makes it so that you don't attack. Yeah, it makes it so you don't attack, but you still do your resolve ability. That's important. Okay, that one was pretty nice. Let's remove 2 Train Stewards. So the Train Stewards are gone. And Merchant of Magic, I would definitely like a Surge Stone on a Plink. And we probably want an Ember Stone. We probably want an Ember Stone. Is there anything that we play every single time? This Plink. We play this Plink every time. Okay. Put an Ember Stone on it. And move into the next battle. So I have to win this one, because if I don't win this one, then the fact that I did not take that Divine Artifact is going to look really bad on me. I do think the Aggressive Amulet is fine. I do really dislike those Absolvers, though. Those Absolvers could be a real problem for us. Alright, Morsel Maker goes at the top, along with Primordium. This Plink does basically nothing now. Yeah, basically that Plink does nothing. And you are going to add Weights of Contrition until we kill you, which is a problem. That's a problem. Okay, we still do what we normally do. And no matter what we do, we're going to take Ember Drain, so... We get some Ember Drain. This Dreg is terrible, this Plink is terrible. Let's have the Dreg die. Okay, the fact that we're going to get lots of Weights of Contrition into our deck is really bad. The Shadow Eater. The Shadow Eater doesn't have a morsel for it to eat. Otherwise, it could kill the Collector this turn. Oh, except that we have Ember Drain. Why do we only have one? Oh no, you gave your Ember Drain to him! So we played the Primordium first, which had Ember Drain, and it conferred the Ember Drain to the Morsel Maker, and then they both had Ember Drain, so we went down 2. That's awful. Oh, that was bad. See, I can't play the draft because we don't want it to burn out. I think we just play 2 more dregs and have them die. We have too much trash in our deck. We don't get to our useful cards quickly enough. And we're getting Weights of Contrition every single turn. Okay, at least we have lots of Ember this turn. The unfortunate part is we don't need lots of Ember this turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So who do we sacrifice? We could sacrifice the Umbra Morsel. Or we could sacrifice this Dreg. What are we doing with the Dreg? Yeah, let's sacrifice the Dreg. So we play a Dreg. Do we want to put the Rage on this one? Because it's just going to get eaten. So why not use that Rage? Yeah. Use the Rage. Now you're taking 3 damage from the Primordium. Interesting. We're going to sacrifice you. We're going to play the Weight of Contrition, of course. We're going to get 2 more Weights of Contrition. That's so bad. How do we deal more damage to this one? It doesn't seem like we really can. We can do 6 more damage to it. But if we put this one in front, for example, it would deal... We would deal 24 damage and then 22, which is not enough to kill that one, so we're still going to spend the 2 attacks killing the front one. Aren't you supposed to have increased health? Because of Covenant rank 23? You're a heavy enemy, right? It doesn't look like you have increased health, you only have 10. I feel like this one is going very poorly. Well, we want you to have more attacks, so we're going to play the Umbra Morsel. That is how it is. We're going to take 12 damage from that, which is kind of bad. And then these 2 we're just going to have die. And we're going to get 2 more Weights of Contrition. Ugh. Oh, we don't, because you die. Oh, I thought he would give it to us before he went to the Pyre Room. Alright. Well, at least we only got 1 Weight of Contrition. That's a small benefit. Alright, Umbra Assault is what we wanted to see. Because now we can take out one of these. You are not dying, and you deal so much damage to the Pyre. If we Shroud Spike you, is that better than doing an Umbra Morsel? Probably. It's certainly better than playing Weight of Contrition. Let's think about it. So, if we Shroud Spike this one, then you get 6 extra damage 8 times. That is 48 extra damage. 48 plus the 37 does not allow you to kill this one in one hit. It does mean that you kill this one, but it doesn't allow us to kill that one, which is going to do 41 damage to our Pyre. I think we play the Weight of Contrition, and then we play the Shroud Spike. Okay, well, This one has gone very poorly. 2 weights of contrition, a whole lot of damage on our pyre. At least we got a plink. Like, this plink can be excellent. Currently we're taking 7 plus 5 more damage to our pyre. Okay, that's not good. We didn't kill you. That's unfortunate. We have to play the weights of contrition. Let's play the weights of contrition. No matter what we do here, we don't kill this one. So does that mean that we do the plink here? You have a spell shield. I think we do the plink here. And we play another Umbra morsel. So the thing is, we are perfectly fine against the boss, and we're kind of bad against the other things, unless we happen to get our draft on a good turn. A draft on a turn where we can also give it burnout. Ick. Alright, well, let's do plink. That's avoiding 1 weight of contrition in the future. Only 1, though. We're gonna get 7 more damage as it currently stands. If we play this drag up here, we avoid that. So let's play Umbra morsel and drag. Drag in the back. There we go. Avoid 7 more damage on the pyre. And I guess we make this drag big and strong because it's the only one that we can make big and strong. Okay. I don't feel bad against the boss. I think that we destroy the boss. It's just that we took a whole lot of damage. A whole lot of damage. So, Perils of Production on one that's getting eaten. Play the Wicklash and play Prismal Dust. There we go. And then we do destroy the boss. We want to play the Weight of Contrition. And what? And it kind of doesn't matter what else we do. Not really. Okay, let's just click enter. We took a ton of damage on our pyre. A ton. And that's really bad. We have no problem with bosses, but we have a lot of problem with everything before the boss. That could kill us on the very next battle. Void Binding is fine, actually. We really need something that molds a unit, though. Do we do any of these? I don't think we do. Who cares about any of these, right? The Cannibalize is nice, I guess. But I think we just skip. Reform 2 random units. If it wasn't random, if it wasn't random, it would be so much better. We're still gonna take it. So I think we have to go to the right. Part of that is because the pyre remains, but also part of that is the unstable vortex. I think we have to go right. Let's take the pyre remains. Let's look at Divine Temple. Value Stone cannot go on anything of value. We don't have anything of value for the Value Stone. Purge Stone we could take, but I don't know if I want to take a Purge Stone. Thinking about Pack Shards. We've got a Divine Temple, another Divine Temple, and a Divine Horde. Not worried about Pack Shards. Let's go to the Merchant of Steel first. Frenzy Stone. You know, as much as I like Frenzy Stones, we just don't have the units for it. Does that mean we re-roll and that's all we do? We just re-roll and we try to see if we can find something. Maybe. These dregs are not really doing anything for me. I actually want them out of the deck entirely if we can. giving you a Heartstone is not bad. Let's give you a Heartstone. Giving you a Battlestone is also not bad. But let's reroll. Wickstone. Wickstone we can't fit on our draft anymore. A large stone could go on Shadow Eater. I don't mind that. Don't mind the large stone on the Shadow Eater. Let's do it. Large stone on Shadow Eater. And then, do we Wickstone a Dreg? Or do we save our money because we actually want to remove the dregs? I think we save the money. And then let's remove 2 dregs, probably. I mean, these 1 damage planks are really bad too. The 1 damage planks are so bad. Are they worse than a dreg? The dregs at least give us 5 gold when we play them. Let's take out the 1 damage planks. Yeah, I'm happy with having 3 planks, maybe even less than that in the deck. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We could die, because we only have 33 pyre health. I'm not worried about the boss, but I am worried about what comes before the boss. And I don't think we turn on Retribution, partially for that reason. Yeah, okay. So we don't turn on Retribution, we just click Fight. And we set up at the top as we normally do. We again got our draft in a turn where we can't give it burnout. That draft is not the best. It also can't really go anywhere useful anyway. So this time we're going to play the Morsel Maker first. Morsel Maker first, and then the Primordium, because you don't want the Primordium to give your Morsel Maker Ember Drain. Do we play a Dreg? Yeah, we get the Dregs out of the deck. We keep the draft because we have hope. Hey, the Collector is dying at least. Also, a Shadow Eater could go in the center. Gonna take a lot of damage this turn, but I think I am perfectly fine with that. Also, we can play Perils of Production. Perils of Production on you. Play a Shadow Eater in the center. And then a Prismal Dust. We could put that on the Shadow Eater. It's kind of interesting. But the Shadow Eater does restore health. So I think we'd do the Prismal Dust on the Morsel Maker. That kind of guarantees that things will go fine when we get to the boss, if we get to the boss. In the meantime, let's put a Dreg here. Also, I just realized the Shadow Eater doesn't go well in the center because we don't have as much space in the center. Oh well. That was a kind of a mistake. We'd prefer Shadow Eater to be at the bottom because that's where the space is. Okay, everything dies at the top, no problem. However, the overcharged tank is coming, and it is a much larger problem. Much larger. One of the things that we can do, so we can sacrifice the Anti-Umbra Morsel. Let's start, actually we can sacrifice a Dreg. Always sacrifice a Dreg. Cannibalize that Dreg. Now, we're going to play one of these in the center. I guess it's going to be Morsel Excavator because it does something as well. We could play the Anti-Umbra Assault here, but the thing that I'm thinking about is that if we deal 3 more damage to this one, it dies. So we're going to do that here. We're going to get less morsels this turn because of that. However, it was a good thing to do, I think. And then 1 more morsel up here. You can have more damage shield, I guess. And a morsel down here so it dies, gives us gold. Alright, so that overcharged tank. That overcharged tank is a big, big problem. Because we can't survive many hits from it. We got the Shroud Spike. Shroud Spike means that you can kill this one in one hit. Let's start with a plink. Specifically this plink. Right here, so we get as many morsels as possible. Okay, so the only way we survive is if we do enough damage to this so that it doesn't hit our pyre multiple times. Can we do that? I do not know the answer to that, but it depends on Shroud Spike. So let's play Shroud Spike. I think we die. Oh, very sad. I think we die. Alright. Well, that was a relatively short one. And I actually think our deck was pretty decent. It was getting there, honestly. It had some time. But it was great against bosses, terrible against everything else, and that killed it pretty fast. Alright, well, Covenant Rank 23 will come at you again next time. I wonder if the overcharged tank counted as a heavy enemy and therefore had increased health. Maybe so. Also, I spent some health on an artifact, which the artifact was quite good, but if we had that health, we wouldn't have died. So there were a couple things that I did there that if I didn't do, I would have survived that battle. But I needed to find something to kill the things before bosses more effectively, and I did not find it. Alright, that's it for today. Next time, Covenant Rank 23 again. Since this was a loss, no new Divine Winds nor Mastered cards. On the right, I am featuring the High Priest of the Light. After killing this enemy 25 times, perhaps I won't forget again that he has Sweep. The High Priest having Sweep is the main problem with battling him, but sometimes I forget. Overcharged Tank killed me this time. I believe it counts as a heavy unit, the ones that have more health due to Covenant Rank 23. I fear what the last two Covenant ranks have in store for me. On the left, I am featuring Morsel Maker, which seems very good every time I choose it. If I were making a tier list, which I'm not, don't make me do it, I would put Morsel Maker as a top tier Umbra card. And then there's Draff. This run I learned the unfortunate lesson that if you have no way to remold the Draff, having 3 cards in your deck that provide extra burnout is not enough. The chance of drawing Draff along with one of those cards is just not consistent enough. My fully upgraded Draff did nothing. For artifacts, I am featuring Light's Gift again, really because I only had 2 artifacts this time, but I still liked it. Memorial Fund, this was the first run I played with this artifact, and it gave me an average of 56 gold per battle. I think that's good. I was probably able to afford 3 more card upgrades from this artifact alone. Check out my tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.